What's up with it, family? It's your boy ASAP the Thriller here, back at it again with another video. Now today I'm going to be doing a review on a company called WealthShare. Now if you've tried Googling this company, if you tried just typing in WealthShare into the Google search bar, you would notice that there's a few companies that use the name WealthShare. But for the purposes of this video, I'll be focusing on unlockwealthshare.com. Right now, this company was first brought to me by one of my subscribers. She wanted me to look into the company to find out if it was legit or if it was a scam. So I did a deep dive dig into the company, and I'm going to be walking through that process with you guys, not only so you can make a determination for yourself, but so that you would then know how to do deep dive searches into these companies for yourself. Now, at the end of this video, I will give my opinion on the company, but it'll only be based on my findings. I'm not here to promote this company, and I'm not here to tear this company down. I'm just, like I said, I'm just sharing with you guys what I found so that way you would know what to look for. And if you do decide to invest in it, you'd at least be informed on exactly what it is you're getting into. And that's it. So stay tuned. All right, so fam, I'm finna get straight into it. So first off, the way I'm gonna structure this this deep dig is I'm gonna start off with information that I'm pretty sure that you already know. I'm gonna start off with going to places that I'm pretty sure most of y'all already went to. But stick with this video because I'm gonna do a real deep dive into stuff that most of y'all probably haven't done. But I gotta go through these steps so that I don't miss anything, because there's some people who might not even have done these basic steps. So stick with me. So if you're watching this video for a few more minutes and you're like, I already know all that, don't think that you know everything that I'm about to dig into, because I'm about to get into it. And as you can see up here at the top, I already got tabs. You know, I already have tabs and everything saved so that I can try to make the video as short as possible, because I've already been through this. So let me start from the top. This is the home page. You know what I mean? These are the people in charge right here, right? Now, I'm not going to get into them right now. I'm going to come back to them. So I'm going to get straight into it. Let's go straight to the FAQs, right? No, you know what? Actually, that's not the first thing I did. The first thing I did was actually look them up on social media, right? And the way I did that was I just came here to the home page and I clicked that Facebook tab right here, and then it brought me here to the home page. I was looking for two things: longevity and engagement, right? So the engagement is here, fam. Like they have engagement, and it's really hard to get engagement on any type of Facebook business page, right? And that's just a little pro tip for anybody who may not know. If you're thinking about getting a business page, engagement is very hard because they want you to pay for it. So the fact that they have engagement and none of these videos look sponsored, you know, that's a check for me, right? They got, 2,000 views. It was 6 weeks ago, but there's still some engagement, right? And then, so I went back to the home page, and then this is what I did. So I'm gonna save y'all a whole bunch of steps. I've researched all of these women here with specific roles in the company, right? Miss Shantae Davis, Michelle Jordan, LaQuisha Nance, and Keandra Ward, right? CFO, COO, CTO, I'm sorry, CEO, COO, CTO, and CMO, right? Now, I'm cutting to the chase. None of these women had any personal information on them except Miss Shantae Davis. If you go to Google and you search Michelle Jordan WealthShare, you will find nothing. Same thing with LaQuisha Nance and Kendra Ward. Now, with LaQuisha Nance, if you search her with WealthShare, it'll pretty much just take you right back to the Facebook page, because she is the one on this video right here. So, they link, Google links her name with this WealthShare page, but there's no personal information about her. Now, for Miss Shantae Davis, though, the CEO of this company, she actually has information on her. Miss Shantae Davis, she's a real estate agent, I believe, with Keller Williams. Yep, Keller Williams. So what I was looking for was longevity and engagement, right? The engagement is there, right? She got some engagement. She got some likes from real people. And she has a real voice, so she is a real person, right? Now, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom to see how long she's been having this page, right? Or at least the oldest picture she has. Because sometimes people have videos and pictures from a long time ago. They'll delete them and start all over to make it look like they got a whole lot of followers and all that. But whoop-de-whoop. It's okay. So, look, June 14, 2019, family. So, again, I'm pretty sure you've already researched this. But I'm just going through it for anybody who may not have. She's a real person. That's a plus, right? So let's go back to the home page. Everything starts with the website, family. So FAQs. Okay, I'm going straight into it, fam. All right, so what is WealthShare? WealthShare is an app platform that gives its members direct access to revolving interest-free loans that is funded within and by our community. Okay, so it's a crowdfund company, pretty much. Like, it's a crowdfund. And according to what I'm understanding so far, is WealthShare is pretty much just an app and a company that manages the fund that people come into, and they crowdfund, right? They put money into a pot and then they manage where the resources go, right? Does WealthShare require credit check or income verification? This is important, right? No credit check or income verification needed. I'm going to read that again. No credit check or income verification needed. Setting WealthShare apart as truly unique and amazing opportunity. So the reason I read that twice is because it's going to become important later, right? But I'm just going to get straight down to the nitty gritty because my purpose, I'm intending on making this video as fast as possible, fam. Because I know with long videos, people be getting tired. They don't watch them all the way through. So I'm getting straight to it. So what I did was I hit this tab right here. Is WealthShare a federally registered company? Yes, WealthShare is under the Delaware-based entity Unlock Wealth $LLC. Pending live registration in SEC. So, cut to the chase, fam. What I did was I copied this right here, the name of the company, and then I put it into Google, and then it took me to the actual document. Now, I'm going to save y'all all the steps, fam. I'm going to save y'all all the steps, and I'm just going to go straight to it. So, I was able to find this document right here, which they just recently, I'm guessing they're requesting registration for. But this is the document. So, from the top, this is pretty much an offering statement. So, the way it sounds to me so far is, hold on, let me go all the way to page 1. Okay, so they're pretty much just trying to acquire funding, right? I guess investors. So, right here is the number of units that they're selling as convertible notes. So, pretty much ownership of the company, right? So $10 per note. You know, if they sell 1,000 notes, that'll help them raise $10,000. And then the maximum amount that they're willing to sell is 107,000 notes, and that would help them to raise $1,070,000. Right? I'm skipping this because y'all can read all of this eligibility. Y'all can read that yourself. The officers. Now, this here is pretty much what. It talks about each one of the officers, right? Each one of them has their credentials listed right here, the officers of the company, so that anybody who wants to invest, they can know information about these people. Are they qualified to run this company? Whoop-de-whoop, right? So skipping this because y'all can do it yourself. Oh, yeah. So this is important to me, right? So as of now, Miss Shantae Davis is 100% the owner of this company. And she has 100% voting power, right? So everything is up to her. She makes all the decisions. Now, this right here is pretty much the market, right? It's like a selling point. So that the investors could pretty much understand the market that WealthShare is trying to address, right? Is there enough demand in the particular sector that they want to go in, right? When they go to acquire money, this is important. This is the business plan, fam. So I'm skipping through that because you can read it yourself. Now, this here, the action plan, the operational plan, I actually wanted to read that, but it's so small and there's no way that I can zoom in and I've already tried zooming in and expanding the page. It won't work. So I'm skipping that. Management organization. Okay. Now this is the structure. Okay. It's not important. Now the risk factors. I'm definitely going to get into the risk factors, fam, because we have to understand that. Now, y'all are not kids. Y'all already know. Like, this first page right here is pretty much telling you stuff that you should already know. A crowdfunding investment involves risk. You should not invest any funds into this offering unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. Okay, everybody know that. That's with any investment, fam. Skipping that, and I'm going straight to the meat and potatoes that I found. This one to me is important. Borrowing by the Unlock Wealth LLC Lending Series A. The Unlock Wealth LLC Lending Series A and or any SPVs of Unlock Wealth LLC Lending Series A may choose from time to time to borrow money from one or more lenders, a credit facility or facility, and utilize one or more Unlock Wealth LLC Lending Series A assets as collateral for any such borrowing. Fam. So a lot of times what a lot of these lawyers do, and the legalese, fam, it'll get you tripped up. So pretty much, if you just read that yourself, sometimes it's easy to get lost in a lot of the wordplay that they say. But pretty much what this is saying is the crowdfunding, right? The people who invest in this crowdfund, they put the money into the pot. WealthShare has the right to use the funds in that pot and borrow money from other financial institutions against the money in that pot that you put into it, right? Take with that what you want. That's just the way I understood it, right? But you come back here and you read it and you tell me what you think in the comments below. Okay, now this is what I did wanted to bring to y'all attention, fam. Conflicts of interest risk. The manager, its affiliate. Now, again, I'm gonna warn y'all. The legalese, the wordplay sometimes, just stick with me, fam, but I'm going to read it. The manager, its affiliates, and its principals are subject to various conflicts of interest in managing Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A. Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A Lending Series A will pay the manager and or affiliates substantial fees, some of which that are not determined by arm's length negotiations. So arm's length negotiations are pretty much an agreement between me and you, where I look out for my interests and you look out for your interests, right? Look out for your interests. Take with that what you want, fam. So to me, it's pretty much saying that there's conflicts of interest. You know what I mean? You should just be aware of it. Okay, so let me read this bottom part right here too. The Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A does not, at this time, have its own officers, directors, or employees. The manager, which is the CEO, supervises and controls the business affairs of the Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A, locates investment opportunities for the Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A, raises capital for Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A, administers the financial affairs of Unlock WealthShare Lending Series A, and renders certain other services. So pretty much she makes all the decisions that I'm guessing that the other three ladies who is in management positions, whatever responsibilities that they don't have, which reading that, as far as the structure of the company and the money, like the manager, CEO, she pretty much controls everything. She don't really have much help. To me, that's a little risky, but you know, she might be a bright woman, you know, so I'm not knocking her. She might be able to handle all this, right? But especially probably at the scale that they are right now, they are just starting, family. So you got to go through, you got to look at all this with a grain of salt, fam. They are just starting. So all of these risks that I'm reading off, you got to take into account they just not starting, family. They just not registering this company with the SEC. So, okay, risks of investing in member loans. Most of Unlocked Wealth Share Lending Series A investments will consist of loans to members. These securities may not be protected by financial or other covenants apart from the simple loan agreement required of all members when they choose to take loans, and may have limited liquidity. So I'm just going to summarize this paragraph right here. So the fact that they are giving out loans with 0 interest or whatever, but with people who, you know, they're not requiring credit checks, they're not requiring, you know, they're not tripping on your background or whatever. The fact that, you know, these loans could be high risk. You know what I mean? Like, the people can lose their job. You know, they can get the money and I guess stop paying their fees or whatever and have no intention of paying it back. You know, I'm just summarizing my interpretation of this, right? Like, it's high risky, so it's high risk, so it's not. It has limited liquidity. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you know, I think they give them like a 2-year period in order to pay it back. So they giving out money, but it might take a while before they actually get the money back. So that's a little bit of a risk, you know. Okay, and it's pretty much summarizing, I think, what I just said. Although some of the Unlocked Wealth Share Lending Series A investments may generate current income, the illiquidity commonly associated with personal loans with a 2-year payoff period may limit the Unlocked Wealth Share Lending Series A ability to vary its portfolio of investments in response to changes in economic and other conditions, right? Okay, so management, not making experience. Now, this is important too, fam. The manager, the CEO, and staff of Unlocked Wealth Share Lending Series A have management experience, but are not by background trained or experienced as bankers. Management will take professional advice on credit standards and conditions, but cannot guarantee the quality of all such standards or decisions. So pretty much they have experience in management, but not in banking, right? And with this business, they are managing money. So, you know, take with that what you will, you know. All right, fam. So this is something else that I thought that was important. This right here, let me see, I missed it. Okay, there we go. This right here is pretty much the sheet that explains what they would do with the money if they were able to sell these convertible notes that I talked about at the beginning of the video. So, you know, if they were able to raise $10,000, this number right here, if they were to sell 1,000 units, right? If they were able to use $10,000, $700 will be offering expense. And then this right here is going to break down how they're going to spend the remaining $9,300, right? You know, legal, accounting, sales and marketing, tech support, insurance, web hosting, general operating capital, right? So that general operating capital is pretty much the money that will be retained into the company so that they could, you know, continue to survive until they can build up what they need I guess until they can get their business model going, right? So that's pretty much what investors will pay, and this is how they will use the money. So you come through, if you plan on investing, you make sure you read through this so you can get a thorough understanding. All right, family, so this is their valuations. This is what they, I guess, how they're valuing their company, and I'll let you read through all of this, but, you know, I'll just read this line. The company has elected to go with a slightly more conservative valuation of $5 million. So I'm guessing right now they're valuing their company at $5 million because I don't see like a future date on here or anything like that. So it's not like saying we assume that we'll be valued at this. You know, I'm guessing this is what they value their company at now. but their actual valuation, according to whatever information that they're going by, right? Financial condition of the issuer. So does the issuer have an operating history? No. Does the financial condition of the issuer include to the external material, liquidity, capital resources, and historical result of applications? The company has no assets and no operating history or financial results of operations. All expenses are currently distributed by Shantae Davis, who will be sole member of the management series once the company is funded and commences operations. Okay, so pretty much she paying for this out of pocket, fam. So again, it's a startup company. You know, she doing her thing. I'm not knocking her at all. She definitely is highly thorough as far as like going through this document, fam. All right, now, family. So is it a scam or is it legit? It's obvious they are legit. And the reason that I say that is because you can find out information about the CEO, the creator of this company. You can find her speaking on the internet about WealthShare. And then you can also find her personal social media platforms that predates the start of the WealthShare Facebook page, right? So she's a real person, right? And then not only that, the fact that they've actually filed documentation with the federal government, with the SEC, and you can find that on sec.gov, right? As you can see right here. And then the other reason is the fact that they are completely transparent about their business structure, about the power, like who holds the power within the company. They are transparent about their experience. They are transparent about their financials. You can find out all of this information if you're willing to do the research. Now, the fact that they are this transparent and that it's run by a real person, I do think that this is a company that we need to keep an eye out for. Now, I think they do have a deadline as far as when they need to raise the money for the bonds in order to fund the operations of the company, right? I think they have a deadline, and if they don't meet that goal, then I think that they would maybe have to re-register. I'm not really sure about that, so don't quote me on that specifically as far as them re-registering or whatever. But I do know that they have to meet that deadline. So if they are able to achieve this goal, then I definitely think that this is a company that we need to consider looking more into. I'll never tell anybody to invest in anybody's company, but it is a company that we need to look out for. And then the other thing is, just because it's legit, I'm not saying that you should invest, and I'm not saying that you should not invest. But we do have to consider the risks, right? And they were transparent about that. And that's one thing that I really like about the company. So I guess it's up to you. Just weigh out the risks that I went through in detail in this video. And then in some risks I skipped over because I just figured, hey, we're all adults here. We can do our own research. I just highlighted the ones that I felt were most important, right? Just weigh out the risks and then balance that out with the rewards, right? What can you get from this company if they succeed? And if they were to lose your money, will that be detrimental to you? Right? So that's the other thing. You just got to balance it out for yourself and decide for yourself if this is something that you will be willing to invest in. But whether or not it's legit, yeah, they are legit. So that's all I got to say. I hope this this in-depth review of this company was sufficient. And if not, just let me know whatever I left out. Let me know how I can improve and comment down below. I hope this was helpful. That's all I got to say. Holla at your boy.